Batman. Came through in the dark looking like Batman. Yo, what's up? Lostboy Radio. My name is Daniel Dasani. Sorry. Just in case you didn't know. You probably didn't know, but it's okay. We're here, Amsterdam, Netherlands. Courtesy GQC Studios, the homeboy, Morris Gabi. Shout outs, And yeah, we're kicking off the podcast again. It's been a long time coming, man.
Yeah.
Today we have someone very special here. Really good friend of mine. I've actually come to like this girl a lot. It's almost like I want to invest in her. I don't want to say too much about her because I want us to dive into this as the conversation goes. So, if you don't know who I'm talking about, Toya K. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm really happy being here.
Really happy to see you too. I feel like it's been forever.
Yeah, it's something that I've been looking forward to for like over a year. So This is really good that it's happening.
How have you been though? How have you been?
I've been good. Just living life. Living my best life.
Yeah. Can I just say you look like money.
Oh, don't.
You look like funds. Come sponsor me now.
I'll be more than happy to do that. But thank you.
Yeah, but it's really good to see you, man.
Yeah.
So I want to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I want to start from the beginning. I want anyone listening to understand how it started up to where it is now.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I am from Southwest Africa, in a country called Namibia.
Shout out Namibia.
Shout out to Namibia. It's a very small and unique country. Not many people know about it. And that's why it's a gem. And everything else that comes from there is also a gem. So.
How long do you live in Namibia? You were born there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Namibia. Yeah.
And then how long did you live there?
How long did I live there? Basically my whole life until I was like 22. That's really when I left the country.
What's it like in Namibia?
What is it like?
Yeah, like what's the day like? Like a good day? What's the weather like? What's the people like?
The people are really some of the warmest people that you will ever meet. I mean, I'm a walking testimony, living proof. But it's a very hot country, like the weather-wise, because we are mostly like, the country's mostly desert. And we have like the oldest desert in the world. Okay, now I feel like we're going into the geography part of this conversation.
Sure.
But it's definitely a country worth visiting. I feel like if I could live there, I would. It's just that sadly, it's not a place where people really take creativity seriously. And that's the only reason that I have left my country, to look for better musical opportunities elsewhere.
Alright, just because you said you want to look for other musical opportunities.
Yeah.
Why music? Like why did you decide this is where I'm going to?
I think because music is really the one thing that I love with all my heart. And it's something that has followed me like all my life. Like it's something I can't escape from. It's like music is like a jealous lover to me. Like I can try doing other things and music will still be on my neck like, no baby, come back. You want this? You want to do this? So it's just my passion. It's just what I've known from a very young age. Like I don't even remember a time where I was like, oh, music is what I want to do, because it has been with me for all my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I meet people that say these things like, they've just always wanted to do music. It's I feel weird because me personally, even if I'm into music right now, it wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
It just caught up at some point, and I just, But you know, it's really nice knowing like some people were just really just born for this shit.
Yeah.
How long have you?
So before you continue, like, I just want to ask on that because you said it wasn't something that you had like all your life. So you had one day you decided that, okay, this is what I want to do. Like, did you have that moment in your life where you were like, okay, music is the thing I want to do?
I think, I mean, I've always been creative. Like, I've just always been, you know, good with my hands, and I've just always been, you know, I don't know what the word is, but I've just not been the regular guy. I've just always want to do things the regular person would not think of. When I was a kid in primary school, I would like a whole book I could draw on the whole book, a whole comic with a whole plot, a whole story. I could sell these things. I'm talking from primary. Not like I was doing it for the money, but it was just in me. I could carve and do all that type of shit. Yeah. At some point, I was making clothes because I really like fashion. I would make the designs myself, put them on t-shirts, put them on hoodies, sell them myself. So it was always in me. Yeah. But when I tapped into the music, you know, it was a friend of mine. He's also an artist. He inspired that. And when I tapped into it and I wrote, you know, I don't know if this is my first song, but I wrote something down. And then I just played the piece and I rapped it out loud. Like, I just knew, man, like, yo, I just knew, like, yo, you can, you know what, if I'm being honest, I kind of feel like whatever it was, I put my mind into it, I've probably done it. Yeah. But there was that moment, and this was like 5-6 years back, and I just didn't stop. I wrote the next song, and I wrote the next song, and I wrote the next song, and I was like, I want to record, and that's it. That's it. I just kept going to here. And I'm here right now, and I'm like, man, I don't think I'm ever going to stop. Yeah. Because I like it.
Yeah, there's no stopping. Okay.
Anyway. What kind of music, you know, you said you've always been into music. Yeah. So let's just imagine, I mean, Namibia, this is like 10-year-old Toya K. In fact, you're not even Toya K then. I'll be you're La Toya. Yeah. What type of music were you listening to? You know what, first of all, what's the music scene like in Namibia?
Well, the music scene in Namibia is highly influenced by South African music. So if you know a little bit about South African music, then you know about Namibian music. Like for years, like we have been borrowing from South Africa's creativity as Namibia. Like we are just like South Africa's little brother. So when it comes to everything, so we also do things like Amapiano. I don't know if you've listened to that. We do Amapiano, and then we do something called Kwaito. It's like rap, but it's more traditional-ish. And then we also have a lot of jazz and blues. The kind of thing.
I'm guessing that's your shit. That's what you.
That is my shit.
Yeah. What kind of people influenced you, like growing up, music wise?
I had most of my influence comes from jazz artists and like Ella Fitzgerald. She's a very old jazz musician, very good, and I think she influenced a lot of great artists now in Hollywood as well. And Nina Simone, I don't know if you've heard of her.
Yeah. I have.
She was an activist as well, and that's why her music really touches me. And also Thames.
Thames.
If one thing I appreciate a lot about this art called music is songwriting, and that girl just gets it. You know, so she really inspires me when it comes to songwriting. And also just the people around me, like the artists that I'm constantly networking with, people like you.
Sorry.
I always I have a really good student mentality, and I'm always looking to learn when I'm interacting with an individual or with another artist. I'm always trying to find a way to think of what can I take from this person that I can use in my music or in my art, you know. So it's my everyday interactions with other artists, and all the artists that I've mentioned as well.
Nice. Let's talk about currently now. What kind of, who are you listening to? Like, who's on your playlist right now?
My playlist right now is filled with a lot of Afrobeats. Yeah, Afrobeats.
Yeah. Rama.
Yeah, because that's just the thing right now, and it's good. I like that it's the thing right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just so proud that Africa is finally there. Like, we are getting there.
You go somewhere.
We deserve to be.
Literally anywhere you go, they're always playing Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Or Malay or someone like.
Yeah.
Stop herself.
Yeah.
It's weird because, man, like, it's weird because we know this is our shit, and it's almost like, I don't know how to put it, but like, we've always been influenced by hip hop, and that's been the major. But like, right now, man, there was this time when I went to Ghana, and I was just playing all Ghanaian music, all Nigerian music. I'm like, this is Ghana, but like, I was hearing Burna Boy back. Even here in the Netherlands, some places you go to, there's this guy, my current barber, I was working in the store. That's one of the main things that make me just go to him. He was playing Burna Boy back to back to back to back. Yo, he's not just like he's playing it, he's singing it. He knows the word, like 10 songs to play, singing them correctly. He can't speak pidgin English, but he's saying it, and I'm like, yo, like.
Yeah.
Bro, it feels closer because I know that guy's, is Nigerian, and it just feels different, and I'm like, I'm so happy this is the time we're in, and this is when we're in music. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
I hope we can also make our own influence. I need people to sing my shit back to back too.
Yeah. And it kind of gives you hope as well as an artist. Like, you're like, okay, these people are fellow Africans that are doing this. These people are like filling out stadiums and places in the United States, like in Hollywood, and it just like, wow, you just see like a light finally, like as an African artist, it's like, yes, we are doing this and we are a part of this, so it's really amazing.
In terms of like Afrobeats, I'm not even going to say Afrobeat music right now. What do you think about the current state of music? Like, worldwide, what do you think about? How do I ask this? What do you think is missing?
What is missing? I think originality. Like currently, that is something that people are struggling with. Being original in this time is very hard, and that's why I think people appreciate artists that are getting it right. So it's really difficult to be original, even for myself as an artist. Like when I try to come up with something, and it's just so hard because there is so much music out there right now, like compared to 10 years ago, like so much to process and so much to just listen to. And it's so hard because all these melodies are in your head, and it's really hard to just come up with your own thing because you're constantly inspired by other people.
I know. I feel as soon as you said that, there's this song I have. I don't want to say the name because I don't want people looking at that song some type of way. But I did the song, but when I listened to it, I'm like, man, this is not me. Like, this is not what I would have been saying. This is just I'm just saying this thing because I heard a bunch of people saying this thing. I still put the song out, but like.
Yeah, trends are also making it very hard for people to stick to being themselves. Like I would reach like what you call a writer's block. I don't know if you've experienced that. Yeah, because totally. Like I know the kind of music that I want to make, but it's so hard to stick to that route because people's taste in music is constantly evolving, and people want to listen to the newest thing, and then you also want to make, follow that trend because you want people to listen to you. So you leave what you are actually really good at and you try to fit in. True. And that's where everything just comes crashing down.
True.
Yeah.
Bruh, this thing you just said, I've had a conversation with a friend of mine When she's telling me, when she was asking me, yo, what type of music do you make? And I'm like, first of all, that question is really hard to answer because I kind of want to do everything. But like, when I told her what I would really like to make, all the songs I have currently out, is nothing like what I would, if it was left to me. And I explained what I would actually like to make, and she told me, yo, that's actually the kind of music I would like. And I understand this, but I'm looking at the listeners and I'm like, yo, I have to satisfy these people at least what I think they want. It's being an artist, I'm guessing that's not easy, man, to do. It's trying to make, I want to make what I like, but I also want you to like it, because there's no point making stuff I'm just going to listen to alone. I don't know, man. You want to say something?
Yeah, because when you're saying that, it just reminds me of this interview that I was listening to, something that T-Pain was saying. And he was saying that, you have to stick to what you like. And that's also one of the secrets of being a successful artist. Like, if you like it, then you don't need to worry about like what the audience is going to like. You don't have to constantly want to please the audience. You should be satisfied first before you satisfy everyone else. If you like it, and if you really, really like it, and you're like, wow, this shit is good. I'm good, man. Like, I'm sure there will be at least another 10,000 people that will like it, like out there somewhere.
There's definitely people like you.
There is. And there is an audience for everything. Like, for whatever you want to do. As long as you are so passionate about it, I think you just have to love what you are doing and love what you are putting out there, and other people will also follow through.
Yeah, still on this music P. We've all said how, the game is kind of fucked up and it's not originality. What do you think you, as Toya K, what do you think is your contribution to music in general? What do you think you can add to that mix that is not already there?
That is a question I've been asking myself, honestly. Like, I really had that conversation with myself, because I don't know what it is, but I have been thinking I do wanna contribute in any way. And that's also, if someone asks me like, why do you wanna do music? Do you wanna be famous, or do you wanna
be famous?
And then people are like, no, if you say you don't wanna be famous, it's a lie. Like, no one does not wanna be famous. So like, not everybody really wants to be like famous and like, popular. You just wanna contribute to something that you love. You want
to like Kanye.
What?
Would you like to have a Kanye lifestyle where they wake up and
a what?
Paparazzi in your face.
Paparazzi in my face.
4 a.m. in the morning. Would you like
no, actually, I wouldn't really. I wouldn't. But if my art is really that good that people like really like it, that they put me out there like that, I wouldn't be mad. But like, that's not really my goal here. It's not really my goal. My goal is I just want to contribute, and I just want to be an inspiration to girls like me, or people like me, artists like me, especially in my country, like where you are not really given a platform to be creative. Like, it's really difficult. Like, people don't believe in this kind of thing back home. Like, they just think, that there's only one way to be successful. You just go to university, graduate, and then you find a job.
Be a doctor, or an astronaut or something. So there is no platform. Like, you get so many talented people, but they just don't follow through with their goals because there's no support. And I want to bring that. I want to do that for the next generation. It's kind of what I'm trying to do with this podcast too. I'm just trying to, I know what listening to podcasts did for me, so I'm trying to do that.
That's really cool. I think we had that conversation just a few minutes before this podcast
I wish
started.
we had it on camera. I don't know why. When you asked me that question, I'm like, yo, could I just save this for the podcast? But it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Anyway, Tell us what, up until you started dropping music.
Yeah.
Could you just tell me the process? Because personally, I know that shit isn't easy.
Sure.
I know it's not easy to, get a producer or work with an engineer, and just up until you have a song. I know that shit is annoying. Producers can be super annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
So just tell us a bit about the process leading up until you started dropping music.
It was a very complicated.
And when I mean, when I mean music, I'm not talking about on time. I'm talking about SoundCloud, because I did hear those songs. I did. That's actually what I heard the first. No, they were dope. I like
really?
them. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
Sammy. For those of you that don't know, Sammy is a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
I actually met him. I met her through him.
Same, yeah.
When he told me, he just kept telling me, yo, there's this girl, I think you should meet her, Latoya. He kept saying she's just like you. And I'm like, okay. But I mean, we never met. And then he sent me, what did he do? I think he sent me the song, or he sent me a link or something like that to the SoundCloud. And I listened and I'm like, man. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but listening to that song, all I could think of was Lady Gaga.
What?
In terms of prowess and I'm like, damn, this is all I could imagine was Lady Gaga in a stadium performing or something, and I'm like, yo, that's what I see in this. And I know like I said, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I really felt that. Felt that. So I kind of got to understand a little bit. And somebody said it's just like you, and I'm not trying to flex, but that's just what it is. So tell us up until, what was it like up until SoundCloud?
Sure. Okay. So I was in high school when I recorded those songs. I was probably 15. I don't know what was going through my mind at that age, writing a song like that. It's just. I look back at it and I'm like, wow, girl, what? What? So not to toot my own horn or anything, but it really, I was impressed with myself, right?
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah, I did that. And it wasn't something because I wanted, people to hear it. It was just me, putting my feelings, on a song and just feeling it and just... That's just the beauty of music, just putting yourself in that, and yeah, it's just amazing. But yeah, so I released those songs, and then I went to the UK and I recorded some more songs, and those songs never came out because I was sort of signed to a record label.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it didn't work out. Okay, now I'm going to snitch on myself.
Lostboyradio, first to hear it.
No, because
please, by all means, let me top of your drink.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I'm still signed to that record label because I just left because I was there for a very short period of time, and then I just saw online that they are having these auditions for a record label, and I wanted to try it out. I was young and I didn't even know what that kind of thing was. I just wanted to sing.
Yeah, you were curious. It's music, so you just go.
Yeah. So they ended up signing me, and I was recording some songs, but it was more of some bullshit, But so I never got to keep those songs because they didn't send it to me, and all that. But
so you have songs just sitting somewhere with someone, and we just might never hear them. Yeah,
you might never hear them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, it's crazy. Even for me, I'm never gonna hear those songs myself, I guess. And then after a while, I was very discouraged from music because my parents started to worry about me. They didn't like the fact that I was going in that direction, career-wise. So they were forcing me to, study something So my mom enrolled me herself into university and said, you are going to university, and then
you must become a doctor.
You must become an accountant. That's what you wanted me. That's what I studied at
Oh yeah, I hate accounting. Oh my god.
Yeah, I loved it, but not anymore. So I I just lost interest for a while. And then I came here to Amsterdam and I met you guys. And there was just like a spark, like something was just lit up in my soul. Like, oh my God, I'm like, I have to go back to music. Like, there's no way. When I saw you guys there, and I was just like, this is my sign. This is your sign, Toya. Let's go. So I started recording again. I met you and Yuri, and I got in touch with Yuri. And
shout out to Yuri.
Yeah, shout out to Yuri, man, the best producer.
A mutual friend of ours, Radio Beats, also a producer / engineer.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Period. So yeah, I met Yuri and I started recording again. And
you fell back in love.
And I fell back in love, like the best feeling ever. So yeah, curious that I was doing. Like I went to London, I was in the UK visiting, and then I went to London and I saw that they're having these auditions. So I went there and I auditioned, and a week later they sent me an email that, wow, like you made it and we want to sign you. So I went, I signed, I'm
sure they saw Lady Gaga too.
I didn't even read the contract, guys. Oh my God.
You didn't.
You know, snitching on myself.
No, it's cool. I feel like you should say these things for people to hear.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of people that also didn't read the contract.
Yeah. So
and contracts can be really long and annoying.
Yeah. I think that's the mistake a lot of young artists also make. Like, they just get so excited and then they just get into this wrong deals, and then later when they become famous, these people come after them and like, hey, you're still signed with us. Like, you still have this. Don't forget. But yeah.
But damn, the audition, I'm sure as soon as you audition, they saw Lady Gaga and they were like, yep, that's her right there. So they didn't ask you no questions when things weren't... Why do you think things weren't working out with the label?
No, the only reason it didn't work out because I had to leave. I was there for vacation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to leave, so I couldn't go back to be there. So I just left.
What about now? Would you sign to a label if somebody approached you?
I don't think so.
Really?
No, I really want it so bad to do it on my own. Like, I really want to make it as an independent artist.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just beauty in that, like doing it on your own, experiencing every little turbulence, like on your own, feeling the journey. Yeah. You know, because at the end of the day, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, what you're going through. That's the most beautiful part, and a lot of people don't see that and they just rush. You just have to take it easy and just enjoy the process.
I feel you too, man. Honestly, if I could, I would. If I could never sign to nobody, I would.
Yeah.
But I'm at the point, and I'm not, everybody has that thing, but I'm at the point where, man, and I feel like my thought process began to change when I had a conversation with a friend of ours actually, Vision, also an artist, where he talked about, ownership. Because I'm always big on ownership. I'm always big on, it's mine, or it's ours. But like, he told me, what's the point of owning just a bunch of things that are not worth nothing, but you own them? So my mind got, I started to think bigger than just, me, I want to do it on my own. If someone comes looking for help, I mean, we're going to structure it well, but there's nothing wrong in getting help sometimes. Also, there's a lot of money, so please, give me that check. Please. Indeed. Anyway.
Money. Yeah.
Let's talk about On Time.
Yeah.
Banga.
Choo.
Yo.
Choo.
Yo. I like the song. I feel like anybody that listens to it likes it.
Yeah.
What inspired that song?
I think it was just, at the time that I wrote that song, I was just in a very not pleasant time of my life. And I just took all my frustrations from every aspect of my life and I just put it in a song. Like all the feelings I was feeling, the situations I was going through at that time.
Do you want to talk about it?
Okay, why not? Lostboyradio, let's fucking go.
What's up?
I mean, I was just going through like homesickness because I recently, at that time, I moved here to the Netherlands, and I was just feeling a bit alone without my family and a bit lost, like I didn't belong here and stuff like that. And then in addition to that, I also had a little boy problems. So, because you know this niggas are shit. But yeah, so and then it was just also I think that was just to name a few things. There was a lot of other small little things, but I don't have to mention all those things. But so I just took all this, what I was feeling about these situations, and I just put it in a song, like I said.
That's dope. And you know, that's honestly where the best music comes from.
Yeah.
It's weird because, you know, I also, there was a time, this is literally like when I started recording like a lot. Bro, I was on some emotional mess, and it was almost like that was all that I thought about. Yeah. And it was fucked up for a while, for like a while it was fucked up, but man, I wrote so many songs, like, bro, when I look back now, I'm like, man, I wrote so many songs, and it's almost like it came easier because I already knew what I wanted to write about going into it, and you know, I'm still, some songs I wrote to this day, I'm still recording till now, like that's how much they are. Right now, I don't even write as much, I'm just, you know, I'm just, especially only when maybe I'm just really in the mood or something. So I feel you, man. It's a really dope song.
Thank you.
You know, I try to tell, you know, as much people as I can about the song.
Thank you.
I told my sister about it.
Yeah, I know she likes it.
Likes it. I didn't even think she would like
Betty,
it like that.
my sister.
I'm like, yo, what's up? You ain't show me this love. What's up? But it's dope. I was happy when she told me she got me, you know, a screenshot the, you know, most played songs, and I saw that song. I was happy, man. I was happy, like. Bro, like, I don't know, just the fact that I know you and that's my sister, and I'm like, nah. Yeah. That's dope. She sees what I see too. Yeah. Shout out to Petal.
Yeah. So like, I think on time was just like, also for me to test like the waters.